Good morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Tuesday, September the 15th, and it's morning briefing time. No changes to the National Terrorism Advisory System overnight. Snapshot of the region. We do have updated numbers from yesterday on the unaccompanied children. No declaration changes, no ongoing damage assessments, and no fire management grant requests. Although overnight we did see 11 new wildfires in Texas reported by Texas Forest Service for about 1,900 acres. There's one fire, 1,400 acres in Clay and Jack County. 15% contained. 2 homes have been burned and destroyed, and 20 are threatened. So we'll continue to monitor that. No effect, no request for state or federal assistance yet. As we switch over to the Geo platform this morning, things are quiet around the region. Mark's going to have a weather update in just a moment. First of all, no changes to the status of our national or region coordination centers. No changes to the national or region watch. No changes to the status of our state EOCs. Louisiana continues at level 3 CAT team. No changes to the status of our IMATs. No shelters to talk about this morning. And all states are less than 800 power outages total, the highest being Texas with 377. Now over to Mark at the Weather Service.
Very good morning, everybody. As Paul mentioned, pretty quiet across Fema 6 for today. We do have a few showers over northeastern Louisiana, really not causing too much. Could see a few thunderstorms later on this afternoon across the Oklahoma Panhandle, but overall going to be pretty few and far between. So go ahead and take a look at the tropical weather outlook. We do have a few systems out there, including one over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. It is producing some shower and thunderstorm activity, but it is expected to move to the west today into Mexico and will produce some heavy rainfall across the eastern portions of Mexico. But for the most part, the rain should stay far enough from the Rio Grande to really not cause any issues there. And we have a couple of other systems out there in the Atlantic, and they could develop into a tropical depression in the next couple of days, but overall they're going to be moving to the northwest and then north and not looking to impact the United States. So some good news there. And going ahead, take a look at the 5-day threat matrix. Again, very quiet weather for FEMA 6 coming up. We will have a front that's going to be approaching the northern portions of the region over the weekend. So as we take a look at the 5-day precipitation totals, what you see there over Oklahoma and extending into northwest Texas will be mainly this weekend. And then the rainfall you see over southeast Texas, southern Louisiana is from that system down in the southwest Gulf of Mexico. But overall, rainfall total should be pretty manageable and not looking for any threat for flooding. And as we take a look at the drought monitor, you can see there in the red where we are looking at the extreme drought, really not looking for any rainfall as you saw the precip totals. Most of that's going to fall to the north and to the south of where we're seeing the worst of the drought, so not looking for any relief there. And on to space weather, we did have a minor G1 storm earlier this morning, but that has ended, and so overall not looking for any impacts for space weather over the next 3 days. And pending your questions, that concludes my portion of the briefing for this morning.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat window. Ask them if you're on the phone. While you're doing that, we'll take a look at the meetings going on around the region. Today's events are in bold there, and looking forward to next week. And in keeping with our National Preparedness Month, this week we highlight hurricanes. The trivia question for today is, although it ends on November 30th, what is the latest date a hurricane formed in the Atlantic Basin? We got one typing. All right, got another typing. All right, keep going. All right, change there? All right. The answer is D, December 31st. We've got a couple of people with the right answers. Any questions this morning? All right, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.